this should go here and drop, and then in the middle right here should be that thing.
Do you have the dark blue?
Yeah.
Fostering a community through the arts is passing it forward. This is a portrait of the artist or local high school students turning to art as a means to express themselves, with guidance from visual artist Efren Andaluz, who mentors aspiring artists from Roslyn High School.
Actually, what's chiaroscuro? That means a contrast between light and dark. Just to know that I can help some of these kids be a better artist, you know, per se. And a lot of them, they never painted a wall before. You know, when I was in high school, I was the same way. All I would do was sketch. I was more of a sketch artist because you didn't have all the materials. You didn't really know about painting. So I would sketch everything out. And like most of these kids, they're wonderful sketch artists. They know how to draw with a pencil, with charcoal, but this is a little different. This is a spray can.
For Julia, a junior art student at Roslyn High School, painting with the spray can for the first time presented very few challenges.
I learned how to do like the basics of spray painting, which was really cool, and I want to get into it more now. It was really fun. It was a good opportunity. I never spray painted before, so it's good to like open my horizon.
I'm gonna do the same thing with their stuff. They're gonna color it in, and I'm gonna add some of these techniques in it so it blends. It looks like one piece. When using a spray can, just like an airbrush, you're not touching anything. So usually artists have a paintbrush, they can feel the canvas or you can feel the paper you're sketching on. With a spray can, it's just your hand in the air, so you need steady hands. So it's a lot of practice, a lot of time, know where the spray mist is gonna land so it doesn't get too much mist, or if you want more of a cloud look, there's a lot of different ways. So they were really interested. I know they got frustrated, but it was a good frustration. It's just something that they can go home and practice on and just get better at.
Since graduating from Walt Whitman High School and Fashion Institute of Technology, Andaluz has set out to master his craft, exhibit his artworks, and inspire the next generation of artists to follow his dreams. His Pokemon mural on the side of his own printing business has garnered worldwide attention, and his reputation for transforming bland to grand has been in high demand. Creating wall art at various office buildings for business owners throughout Nassau and Suffolk counties, and his love for community involvement and willingness to teach students along the way, to him, has been an added blessing.
First of all, it's my love. So even when I was in college, I used to paint big. They used to give us small canvases. I used to get huge canvases and just paint large because I love painting big. So when I had a chance to paint on a wall, especially with these people, some of these businesses, they wanted either to promote their business or they wanted some art or just something cool for the community. I was all for it, especially bringing color into a community that might not have so much color or so much art on the wall. And so I made it, as far as my business is my business, but at the same time, I wanted to help the youth. So that's why we get some of the kids involved in the community, because it also teaches them how to create their own business with their artistic ability.
The artwork on the side of Roslyn Eye Care, called Express Yourself by the students, features a mix of the most talented inventors in history. Among them, Steve Jobs, Benjamin Franklin, and Albert Einstein.
I've had this eyeglass store for the last 33 years, so I thought, what can I do for kind of have the little homage to the children? And so we contacted the Roslyn High School. I said, I'm going to do a mural on my wall, and this way we can have some of the children participate with some of the artwork. So I know Efren as a great street artist that does these kind of murals, and so we put our ideas together. Many months ago, we were trying to come up with what our plan was, and so it was basically these inventors, Benjamin Franklin and Steve Jobs, and of course Einstein, people that are creative, come up with some good ideas and kind of inspire the children to come up with what's their future like, what's good, you know, what are they thinking, what are their thoughts. And so some of the children came down and helped us do some creative stuff on the wall.
There's no greater feeling than teaching someone, you know. It's kind of gets lame when they're like, oh, giving is better than receiving, but it truly is, especially when you know you've done this, you know you've been in that predicament. And so to give back to people, that really, especially these kids, to give back to the youth and to show them something, because knowledge is priceless. When you have that information, you know, like they say, you could fish for a man and give him a fish, but if you show him how to fish, he's gonna have food forever. So the same way, if you could show them these techniques, they'll be able to survive forever and ever, you know, as long as they last.
When you're sketching, always look, your eyes should be going back and forth from the image.
For Push Pause in Roslyn, this is Archie Snowden.